your face before, my friend. But I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw.
All right, everybody, welcome back to my live stream. It is Thanksgiving night, whatever's left of it. What is going on, Joe Brett? Long time no see, dude. I've been watching your guys' Clubhouse the last couple weeks. I don't think I watched it this Tuesday, but a couple weeks before that. So good to see you in there, man. And a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to be on Reflector 30 tonight. Let me get rid of that music there. Just getting started. Been a long day. Came on a little bit earlier tonight. Got all kinds. Oops. Man, I keep on hitting the wrong button there. I got a couple new windows since you've stopped by there, Joe Brett. But thanks for stopping by. Doing a lot of DStar lately here on the channel. Got a bunch of new subscribers over the last couple weeks. Not as many as you guys, but working my way up and making a ton of different new contacts out there across the United States and in Europe and South America, a lot in Australia as well. So we're gonna jump here and see if anybody's on Reflector 30. Charlie, it looks like I am up. Let me double check here. I do see that I'm up. All right, cool deal. Let's take a stab and see if anybody's on here. Get rid of this. I'm having computer issues. Come on, there you go. All right. Hello, Ray. Happy birthday out there in New Mexico. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving. It's been a long day. N3 EPA lurking around in New Mexico tonight. I believe you're heading west again, right? I believe. I'm on Reflector 30 Charlie right now. Let me jump on and see if anybody's on. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, and also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine, K6EGG, monitoring from Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles in the city of Chino.
K6EGG, this is KN4ACC. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing excellent, and I believe it's still Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's only 11:30 or so. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Roger that. Yeah, it's 11:30 my time. I'm on New York time. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And happy Thanksgiving to you too, my friend.
Copy that, man. It was a very a windy one here in Southern California. It was about almost 90 and blowing about 70 miles an hour here. I hope the weather was a little nicer in your area. The weather, I mean, the heat was okay, but the wind was making it quite difficult to be outside.
So far, it's been okay. I mean, I'm sitting over near the airport right now in an Uber waiting lot. And it's a little windy, but not too much. Just, I guess, maybe 2 miles an hour.
Cool deal. Were you able to get a nice meal today, or you're going to celebrate another day?
A little bit of half and half. Got a decent meal today, and I'm going to celebrate with family and next week when I have some free time and they have some too.
Cool deal. Sounds good. Yeah, we had quite a few people, I think 20 people over at our house this afternoon, and into they just left about 15, 20 minutes ago, but had a nice showing here. So I hope you get to spend some time with some friends and family as soon as you can.
That is the intention. Hopefully next week. I've had to work all day. I've been trying to make some extra money for bills and everything. But I mean, it's been a fairly good day. I mean, it's a little rainy here, so it's off and on, but it's not been too awfully bad. KN4ACC.
Copy that. If you can, send some of that rain out west. We can use it here in Southern California, that's for sure. I think somebody else was in there. I'll take a standby here. This is Greg K6EGG, also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my callers into the YouTube search engine, it's great to hear you again. KN4ACC. This is Greg K6EGG.
Nothing heard. This is KN4ACC. I heard your last, but I'm not hearing anyone else, but I'll stand by for a few and see if we can get someone else to talk to you. I'll be here, KN4ACC clear.
Copy that. Yeah, I heard somebody key up, but it was just dead air, no audio. KW1Y. So I don't know if he wants to try to fix, maybe see his audio, fix his audio. And he had a lot of data loss, it looks like.
Yeah, he didn't have no audio, and K6EGG his mic volume was way down. W5SBP.
I hear the W5SPB. This is Greg K6EGG. I also heard a KO4DTZ as well. So I'll take a standby here. Let those guys go.
Yeah, copy that. Well, good evening to everybody, and hope everybody has enjoyed their Thanksgiving and is still enjoying their Thanksgiving. I'm thinking about going back in there and getting back in the dessert bowl. KO4 DTZ John, Nashville.
It was a very busy Thanksgiving here in the Greg K6EGG family. By the way, are you using a DV dongle or something like that, KO4TTZ?
No, sir. I'm running the Blue DV for Windows and a USB drive called Thumb DV. Over. No radio.
Copy that. I got something very similar to that recently from eBay. So you sound really, really good going into the what's it called? The reflector. I almost said repeater, but you are going through repeaters, but I'm listening to you through the reflector.
Yeah, copy that. I had to turn the HF radio down and move the RE320 away from me so I could pull over the 600 ohms microphone. I keep getting the two mixed up, but I appreciate that. Then right back at you. I got so bored over here that I've got one of those old Mac all-in-one computers, and I'm trying to figure out if I could run the Blue DV for Windows and the USB drive called Thumb DV. I'm trying to figure out the painless way to transfer everything from the Windows to the Mac and just use that Mac for just that, for the Blue DV for Windows and the Thumb DV drive.
Copy that. The Thumb drive, I think I'd put it away. I don't know if you're watching YouTube or not, but I'm also streaming live on YouTube. I bought this DV dongle. It's blue. I don't know if it's the same type of deal you have, but it runs on both Windows and Mac OS. I did have to load an earlier version firmware that I found, but it works perfectly fine. It works really good. And how do you have your RE320 in your computer? Do you have it going to a like a Focusrite USB type thing?
No, I have it hooked up to my. I'm over on 80 meters on the other radio.
Copy that. What kind of mic are you using for the DV, the dongle, or whatever you're using to get into your computer and into the reflector?
It's a 600 ohms karaoke mic.
Well, it sounds pretty good. That's very good, actually. So I would stick with that. Sounds, man. I might have to get myself one of those for my Mac there.
Ah, okay, copy that. Yeah, I would really, really love to get somebody's help in trying to figure out how to get all this stuff loaded up on the Mac because the laptop screen is busted, and I would love nothing more than just to take all that stuff and put it in a box somewhere and save it for a rainy day dead board out of my skull. Take apart and replace the screen thing, but I'd love to figure out a way to get somebody's help and see if I can get this thing going on the Mac. Over.
What year Mac do you have?
I think it's oh geez, you're gonna make me lie to you. I don't know without grabbing it and plugging it up to figure out which version. I think it's well, I don't know, but it's an old one.
I'm running that DV dongle on a 2011 MacBook Pro laptop, and it's running it perfectly fine. So if it's older than that, I don't know. I know you can't, if you have another Mac and you have Windows on that Mac, you can time machine and reload everything you have on that other Mac to the older Mac, and it should accept it. But I don't know what version you guys what you have to work with, so it's kind of hard to explain. But all my computers are set up exactly the same. They're all mirror images of each other, and they all have all the same programs in the same places, in the same order, and the same exact settings everywhere. So Mac is very easy to do that, but if it's a Windows to Mac, that's a little tricky.
Yeah, copy that. I know there's a way to do it. Sometimes I have good days where my mind's working and some days not, just like everybody else. But yeah, I guess I could plug that thing up and let it boot up. If you could tell me how to find out how to get to where it'll tell you what software version it is, I guess I could do that. Over.
Yeah, I don't know how far I can get, but is the computer you're running this on, is it a Windows machine?
Yeah, copy that.
That's pretty tricky. You would have to put Windows separately. It just doesn't transfer over very good.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, it can get pretty tricky there. Because you're running in a different, Windows OS versus a Mac OS. So I know you can run Mac, or you can run. I'm running Windows through my Mac, but it loads differently than you would transfer it over. So it's a little tricky. You might have to load up your software, your Windows software on your Mac, and then run Windows through your Mac. So it won't just transfer automatically.
You're saying it won't transfer automatically?
Not from Mac to Windows. That's very, very tricky. There is a couple ways, but it's very costly and very, very time consuming.
What about from Windows to Mac?
No, that's pretty hard because they're just different operating systems. It's just set up totally different. But if you had a Mac already and it had Windows in it, it would be transferred over very easily.
Is there a way to load Windows up on the Mac?
Yes, it's something called Parallels.
Is it hard to do? Does it take a lot of time to do?
No, it's fairly easy to do. I have it on most of my computers.
Well, you got me thinking. I've got a second plug hooked up to the modem box, so I could bring that Mac over here and plug it right up and get it online pretty quick.
Okay, K4ACC with a comment.
Go ahead.
Back on the Parallels, I was trying to cut in for a little bit now. I was going to agree, Parallels is an awesome program. You can actually run it as a dual desktop. You can run Windows and Mac in cohesion mode, and you don't tell the difference between the two. You just want to run whatever program you'd like to run at any time.
And anybody new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Trying to get to 500 subscribers here.
Copy that. Well, if either one of you have the knowledge and the time, I'd like to bring that Mac over here, which is not but a couple steps away from me, and get it plugged up and booted up, and maybe you guys can maybe coach me along at doing this. Is that over?
That's a lot of work.
So I was waiting for E-E-G-G.
I was waiting for you.
It's real simple. You download Parallels desktop, and once you do that, you install Windows, and from there you have the option at the top right corner on the taskbar at the top of your Mac. You'll see it looks like a pause symbol. That'd be Parallels. When you're using Parallels, you can go down and hit cohesion mode, and then you can run them both at the same time. It'll look like your Mac desktop, except you're running Windows applications with it.
Okay, copy that. Well, if you guys are going to be on here, I'll go over here and grab the Mac and get it loaded up and get it powered up and hooked
That's
up
a
to the
couple hour
internet,
process,
and
by
I'll
the
go
way.
from there. Is that over?
This is KW1 with your check.
I don't mind helping, but man, that's a long process to do. It took, the first time I did it, I would say I'm semi computer savvy. It took me a good 2 hours to get it up and running the way I wanted it to. I use Parallels. Seems to work.
Transmission there, KN4ACC.
How's boot camp? I didn't know they still used it.
KN4ACC, over.
The other guy keeps keying up.
ACC.
We got a bootlegger almost. That KW1Y keeps on killing us here.
Got no modulation that time.
Brandon, what year Mac do you have?
Just,
Same thing for you, Michael.
I don't know if KW1Y, he's keying up and he ain't got no modulation. But anyway, KN4ACC, go ahead.
This is KN4ACC. Am I coming through or not?
There you go.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right, roger that. I was gonna say, yeah, either me or Egg or whoever you'd like. I mean, I'm free for most of the night. I'd be more than happy to help you with getting parallels up and running.
Okay, give me a few minutes. I'm going to go over here and get this thing booted up, and definitely appreciate your help on this. KO4DTZ, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. I got to be up at 4:45 tomorrow morning my time. So, yeah, definitely it's a lot of work. It'll take a little bit of time. And just to let you know, parallels, there is a fee for that. $50.
There is a what for that?
A fee. I believe it's $49, but don't quote me on that. It might be a little bit more. Those are nice, shiny new ones.
Well, that'll be out of the question.
Nothing's for free anymore, pal. Yeah, all my ham radio stuff's on
maybe
Windows.
I'm in here now. Yeah, that'll probably be out of the question. I can't do any spending right now.
Yeah, just trying to warn you there. None of that stuff's free to transfer that stuff over. It's going to cost you. I think they charge you for Windows too now, don't they? Like a subscription base? I don't know. I got a free version.
30 days and decide then if you like it or not. There's other options too for VMware and some other different ones, but they're not as integrated.
VMware sucks. I had that and it kept crashing. Boot camp's for free, but you still have to pay for the Windows though, right? Yeah. Got to pay for something. Nothing's for free.
Okay, Samuel, before I get started doing this, is there a painless way to do this?
It's free.
At no
Windows
cost,
is free.
Is it going to cost me?
You have about, I want to say my trial expires in about 2 weeks. You have a 30-day trial to see if you like it, and at that point you can decide after 30 days if you want to keep it or not. Also, it'll give you a free copy of Windows 10, so there's no keys required for Windows 10 if you download through Parallels.
Okay, so they give you a free version of Windows. Is that right?
Windows ID is 3. Interesting. I didn't know that.
They changed in the past 2 weeks is what they did to me. I downloaded Parallel Desktop. I'm not
It's
at my
new.
computer right now, but I can be there in about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But,
I wouldn't mind dealing with a watermark for as much as I use Windows. Is probably I haven't used the Windows side of my other Mac that's sitting here somewhere in the corner.
Okay, copy that. Well,
Right
we'll see how
there.
this goes.
You can't see it. It's behind there.
Let me go get plugged up and hooked up. I'll be back. KO4DTZ.
And I got the new Haley cam here too. I got to fix the video on this. This looks like not good.
K6EGG. Curiosity, what kind of radio are you running? Your display looks pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm running a Icom 9700, and I have a little camera built into it. Not built into it, but that I have pointed at it.
That's pretty interesting, friends. I'm freeing up a little bit, let other people talk, and wait for the other guy to get back. KM4HCC, sending by.
So you guys are watching right now. You could tell the difference between a $1,000 camera and a built-in camera on your computer right there. That's pretty amazing difference there. I can't get these things to match. Look at that difference. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I can't even get the colors to match. I'll have to work on it another day, though. I need a scope to do it right. This one looks really good, but oops. God dang it. And this is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie, and also live streaming for a little bit longer on YouTube if you type my call letters into the YouTube search engine. Just in the little where it has a little dial there. I don't want to be cleaning anything off my car. Hey Tom, how you doing tonight? What's your location now?
Brampton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, man, you made it there fast.
Yeah, we're going down the yard to pick up another load. Back to Mariloma for Monday morning.
Maybe we can try again. See how it times out.
Absolutely. Can only try.
I'm going to try to fix this Haley cam a little more. God, it looks like shit. Let me see if I can... Ugh. It looks like it wants to look good. Like it's the... Is it this? Nope. Ooh.
Hey, Greg, I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to set up a YouTube channel. A little more to it than I thought there would be.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, especially when you do a live stream, because then you're basically editing as you're doing the stream and stuff. So it's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing much live streaming because usually when I'm recording, I'm going to be driving at the same time.
Totally understand that. I don't do too much production. I want to. I don't know. I don't know what to do production wise. What would be useful other than my whole thing is doing live streaming, so it's kind of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be a little wacky at first when I first start. Everyone's going to have to forgive me for I'm going to be a newbie at it, but I'm going to try to put out at least one video a week.
That's a little closer. There's some green though. Yep, the key is being consistent when you do stuff. That way it keeps your viewers. Like I try to come on at night. I come on late afternoon sometime too, but 9 times out of 10 I will not come on in the morning, especially early morning, because then you'll have a whole different sort of audience. So if you have somebody that gets on that gets on YouTube and wants to look for videos on a Tuesday every Tuesday, you're going to get those same people looking for your video.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said I'm going to try to start out with one.
It's closer, but it still doesn't look good.
Maybe I'll as I get more familiar with it, and learn a little more. Maybe I'll increase that, but I'll start out slow.
That's about as close as I'm going to get it tonight. I keep on hitting the wrong one. I'm going to have to move that. Sorry for making you guys dizzy. Yeah, the camera's like yellow and I can't get rid of it. It's really strange. I wonder if there's a setting inside the...
Yeah, Greg, like right now I could live stream because the wife's driving, but it's dark. You're not going to do much live streaming when it's dark.
That big rig travels guy does it when it's dark, so you never know.
Anybody know where there's a camera setting for the built-in FaceTime camera? There's something funky with that camera. It's in some weird mode. I did, and it got worse. You can hear our garbage disposal downstairs now. There it goes. It goes bye-bye. Trying to find... Would it be in the settings? I'm in the settings. Screensaver.
Yeah, well, I just want to do it to give the viewers an idea of what's involved, what it takes. Not just what we haul, food, but I'll occasionally try to interview some other drivers that, that haul tankers or flatbed or haul livestock or something like that.
And that's a crappier camera, too.
I think people will really enjoy it. Actually, we had two truckers over at my house tonight today for Thanksgiving dinner. One drives, it's my father-in-law's brother, so I guess my uncle-in-law. He drives cross-country to Rhode Island once a week, double team. And another one drives for a local, a national company, but local that starts with an F, which I'm not going to say on here.
Thank you, Dana. Appreciate it.
Real quick.
Go ahead and comment.
All right, let's see if I can remember his call sign, KO4ACC, KO4DTZ. Okay, appreciate the break. KO4DTZ will be monitoring.
He left them. That sucks.
Greg, is that company, does it start with an S and end with a T?
That's affirmative.
Next time you talk to them, tell them what that stands for. Sure wish to finish training.
I think he told me some interesting stuff, but I'm going to keep it to myself, and I'm sure you know the stories.
Yeah, I've heard them all. Yeah, everybody picks on that company now. It used to be... we used to pick on another company. It was all orange trucks. And then before that, we picked on another company with there were two initials and a name, and their trucks were yellow, or they had the yellow insignia. That would tell you, if that tells you anything.
Copy that.
The one company, and this is a true story, The one company, they used to run all cab overs. And somebody hollered at him, he was going down the road, and they hollered at him and said, your jockey box is open. He opened up the door, grabbed a hold of the grab bar, stood out on the step and tried to use his foot to close his jockey box, and he fell off the truck going down the road at 55, 60 mile an hour.
Oh my goodness. That's just nuts.
And thank you for the new subscriber out there. Anybody new? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I come on a couple days a week. I might even be on tomorrow.
Oh boy, I know that voice.
Hello there, Greg, and I believe it was Tom, the VK station she was chatting with, the trucker. Hello to you, anybody else watching. I just wanted to jump out here. I'm about to freeze out here in the shack. I ain't got the heater on. But
Joe Brett, everybody.
DStar much on the 705. Just wanted to see if I had this thing working, so finally got it working. I tried a little bit ago, and then I was still trying to link to the repeater instead of switching over to CQ.
Copy that. You sounding good out here, man. It's great to hear your voice here and actually talking to you again. It's been a while, but I've been watching, and it's got some good stuff going on there, buddy.
Oh, good deal. Yeah, I'm not going to hold it. I just wanted to jump in. I'm going to go back inside in the warm. I've got the 705 hooked up to a old antique cabinet speaker. I guess I don't know what you call it, like a shelf speaker. And man, y'all are sounding great on here. So I'm going to have to try to catch you a little bit more often sometimes and maybe keep the heat on and hang out a little longer. But I'll say good night, and y'all have a good one. Hope everybody has 73 to you. This is K6EGG.
Cool deal, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I might have to come on a little bit earlier, too. So take care, buddy, and don't freeze too much. I know it's getting late out there, too, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. This is Greg, K6EGG, also live streaming on YouTube.
Hey, Andy. Good morning to you. I saw you caught Douglas on this morning, too. KB2 UKA. Look, he's almost up to 1,000 subscribers now, too. I can't wait to drop him an email when he hits 1,000.
And maybe catch up with you again sometime as well. And be safe out there. 73 K5YVY. 73 Victor Echo 9 Texas Japan Radio.
N6BUD, good evening. How are you? K6EGG? Haven't talked to you in a while. I actually saw you live streaming and figured I'd jump on here and say top of the evening. I'm going to take my general on Saturday. And I've been studying for about 2 weeks now between work and play and everything else. And I don't know. I'm about 75% ready to take it, and I'm taking it Saturday. So, anyway, just wanted to jump in here and say happy Turkey Day to you. Hope you and your family had a good Thanksgiving. N6BUD.
N6PUD, K6EGG. Tim, it's great to hear you again. It's been a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. I wasn't exactly planning on being on tonight, but I had a few minutes before I have to jump in the bed. I'm glad to hear that you're taking your general. One of these days I'm going to have to do that, and I'll follow your footsteps and do it. You're obviously you're local to me. Where are you taking it online, or are you going to a local place? Now back to you there, N6PUD, K6EGG.
He's in Lake Elsinore, about a 40-minute drive for me when there's no traffic.
I am going to do the exam from GLARG, the Greater Los Angeles. I forget what the abbreviation is, but I'm doing it online. I did my original test online as well. I did it through W5YI, I think it is, back in December. So I'm going to do it again, this time through Glarg via the over the internet thing.
Cool deal. Best of luck to you. Did you been studying up on the how were you studying up? You've been doing the practice pages or practice test?
A combination of everything. I actually have Audible, and there's a really cool course on there that you can download from a guy. His name is Michael Burnett. It's AF7KE, I believe it is. Michael Burnett. He has a fast track to your general, fast track to your tech, fast track to your extra. Very, very informational. And, you know, he doesn't just give you the answers. He gives you the theory behind it. And I'm one of those guys that I need the theory. So I need to know what I'm learning. I don't just want to remember the answers and the questions. And so it doesn't work that well for me. I'm a hands-on kind of guy. Back to you.
Is it AF7KE? I'm really bad with call letters, if you recall. I'm going to look that up. I kind of learned the same way, applied knowledge. I want to know the reason behind it before I store it in my memory bank, or it goes in one ear and out the other for the most part. I'm really bad for that.
It's AF7KB, and it's fast track to your general license. This guy is a heck of a teacher, and he, like I said, I've got to go through and understand everything. I'm not just a question answer guy. I want to know what's going on. I want to know the theory. There you go. You got it. He's awesome. And if you get a chance to listen to some of his sessions, I guarantee you, it'll help you tremendously. So, and I the type of work that I do, I can listen to podcasts all day. So, well, I'm on number 4. I've listened to his course 4 times now, so I'm ready to rock and roll.
I appreciate that, and I'm definitely going to look into this. I definitely need a new way to study there. I take tests very well, but the thing is, it's just like you said. I need to know a reason behind it, or I can't do it. Like math, if someone shows me how you get there, I can remember it forever. But I need to know a theory behind it. And usually math has some sort of theory behind it, so I can get it. And I can't sometimes just remember answers anymore. My brain doesn't work that way anymore. It used to, but I'm going to give this a try and see if I can get my general, maybe jump up on 20 or do down on 20 meters or something. That would be great. I really, really appreciate the info.
Yeah, QSL. I'm still playing around on hamstudy.org and ham test online. I go through there and I read up on stuff. QRZ has a nice little area of the site, but the thing is that after so many times you have to log out then log back in. So hamstudy.org is awesome, and it's got the flashcards and everything, so you can go on there and study all day if you want.
Sounds like a good plan for me now. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to be studying. Everybody's giving me crap about not getting my general. So, like I said before too, I don't have a way to get an antenna up at this point. But it's still good to have it, and good to. I might just do both if I'm going to get the general. Do it all at once.
Good luck, Tim. Be United TJR.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. I if I don't pass, it's going to be a little embarrassing. So I've got to get my you know, I don't know what the word is, but I'll pass it. I'll make sure I do. But, yeah, all of my friends are extras and generals. So, in fact, one of my friends took all 3 tests within a month period of time. So, and when I hear that a 9-year-old little girl passed her extra, I'm a tech struggling to get my general. That makes me a little upset. So, you know what I mean? Anyhow, N6PUD, I'll give it back over to you, Greg. K6EGG.
You're self-inflicting yourself with pressure here, so I guess you'll pass. And first off, best of luck to you. I hope you get it. I know there's another person in here that watches. He's always watching the channel. He's taken his tech license in Canada on the 18th, I believe, or 11th. I can't remember what day. I think it's the 18th. I think he said it got changed. So hopefully both you guys will be in there, getting your extra, or your general, and him getting his tech license. So I'm looking forward to jump on here on Saturday if I'm on, and let us know if you got it. We're rooting for you there.
Yeah, Roger, I definitely will. I don't know what the big difference is between, the Canadian, how the Canadians' licenses are. I don't know if it's like a technician general kind of thing. But also on hamstudy.org, you can take your practice tests on hamstudy.org. That's another good tool there. They have it all on there. So I've got it on every item that I own. So my iPad or my Galaxy Tab, my phone, everything. So yeah, I've got about $160 into this whole deal. So yeah, we'll get her done.
Excellent, cool deal. Hold on a second. I don't think I'm transmitting, am I? All right, I think I got it. Sorry. By the way, sorry to change subject. How are you getting into the reflector tonight? Are you going through a local repeater, or do you have a hotspot?
I've got a hotspot. I go through the hotspot. I don't like to deal with the Papa system. They're kind of picky how long you stay connected to their system. So I use a hotspot. I found it to be a lot easier. Plus, I also have my tablet I can get onto the DMR and stuff like that with. DroidStar is awesome.
Yeah, I heard that. I talked to somebody actually in the Papa system that uses that from time to time. I'm a Papa member. I talk on it once in a while, but mainly through my hotspot now. Just go connect to the reflector. So, but there's not too many people that use it. It's weird. I don't understand it. I've never used their analog system at all.
Okay.
I thought someone else was going to jump in there. Okay, I don't want to tie it up here too long.
That's why I was waiting too.
All right, Greg, you have a wonderful evening. I'm going to sit here and go back over some flashcards and get myself underway here. So thank you for coming back to me. And 7-3, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So anyhow, I'll be listening here. K6EGG N6PUD 7-3.
Copy that, and you got a bunch of people rooting for you that's listening and watching tonight. So have a good one, and hope to hear from you. If not, drop me an email. Let me know if you're not going to get on. I'd love to hear if you actually got it or not.
K6EGG K04DTZ.
DTZ. Go ahead.
That guy's call sign was a K04ACC that I was talking to about helping me trying to get this thing loaded on the Mac.
Let me look at my dashboard here. Blah, 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 blah. KN4ACC, Alpha Charlie.
So it was KN4, not K04?
N4, yeah. Kilowatt Nancy 4.
Yeah, okay, Roger, Roger. I'll just key up and let him know that I got this thing up and running over here. I'll have to take the mouse off the Windows and the keyboard off the Windows and plug it up to the Mac because I don't have an extra one. Well, I guess I do, but anyway. Okay, all right, I'll stand by. Thank you.
Copy that. K6EGG on Reflector 30 and also live streaming on a Thanksgiving edition, still Thanksgiving here in the West Coast edition of the K6EGG live stream.
K6EGG V9TKR.
Go ahead, Tom. It's great. K6EGG.
Yeah, Canada doesn't have a tech license.
Then I guess he must be studying for whatever the lowest one he is. I thought he said tech license. Maybe he said equivalent to a tech license.
Yeah, we have it's called a basic. And you got basic and basic with honors. You rate your basic. I can't remember what the pass mark is. I don't know, 70% or something like that. But if you get over 85%, it's basic with honors, which allows you on all the bands. But you're still limited on power, 250 watts.
I wonder if I can get a Canadian license. I have a Canadian citizenship. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you can get a Canadian license. Same thing as I can get an American license. Just got to write the exam.
Copy that. I might do that just to have 2 call licenses. I know one of the guys I follow on Twitter, he works for Voice of America. He was actually on one of the ham radio channels. I forget which one. But he's licensed in like 14 different countries.
Well, the guy that used to make high-Q antennas up till about a year and a half ago, he lives out there in California, Henry. He had a U.S. license, a Canadian license, and a European license.
Very interesting. That'd be pretty cool.
I think his Canadian license was VE7HIQ.
And the guy I'm referring to that has a bunch of different licenses, W7VOA. His name's Steve Herman. Works for the Voice of America. I'm actually going to put his his QRZ page up on my screen here.
Yeah, well, we have a basic license out here, which pretty much is your tech license. And then they have basic with honors. That's just, if he gets over 85% of it, then he gets basic with honors. And that allows him 6 through 160. But he's limited on, or he or she is limited on power, 250 watts max.
Interesting.
My wife has basic with honors, and I'm full advanced class.
Hey, anybody new watching the channel tonight, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know I try to say this a lot, but trying to get some new subscribers, trying to get up to 500 by the end of the year and then 1,000 by hopefully June, so I can try some new stuff with live streaming in my automobile. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do that quite yet. I have a couple ideas, but we'll see here.
Does your wife talk much?
Well, I was starting to get her on the air a bit until that guy from the West Coast jumped on her and told her, "You truck drivers stay on Channel 19.
That was pretty not cool.
She hasn't picked up the mic since. That was the first time she picked up. It took me a couple of weeks to get her to do that. Then she picks up the mic to answer for me to a Roger KI4PIL, and he jumped on her. So she hasn't picked up the mic since. It wasn't Roger KI4 got on her back. She was answering. She was replying to Roger KI4PIL. And she only had said about 4 words, and he jumped. This guy out of Oregon jumped on her.
That is not cool. That is not cool at all, man. I hate to hear that.
Well, Tom, I hope she gets over the sensitivity part and she can overpower her sensitivity part and get back on the radio. When I first started doing this stuff, yeah, I was super sensitive. I just threw everything in a dumpster and forgot all about it. Then I got back into it. And then I said, I'm determined. I'm not going to let nobody make me do that again. That was a pretty expensive dumb move on my part.
Yeah, her call is Victor Echo 3, Papa Mike Yankee.
Well, I hope she gets back on. I'm going to be honest with you there, Tom. I always like talking to you, and I'm sure I'd love to talk with your wife here. So, yeah, I hope she gets back on there for sure.
Well, I'm hoping she does too, but I think she's a little apprehensive about that guy that's going to jump on her again.
Yeah, copy that. KO4 ACC, are you back in here? KO4 DTZ.
Hey, really quick, Greg, you said you're not allowed to have an antenna up where you're at? Do you live in a homeowners association or something?
No. I'm allowed to have an antenna up, but I just don't have space for an HF antenna. If I stick my hand out my restroom window that I use, I can almost touch my neighbor's house. I have one of those type of houses. I do have some space. I had a G5R Junior, I think. I don't think I'm saying it right. I'm bad on the model numbers, but I did have that stretched across my backyard, but it was only 5 feet off the ground. I did make some really good contacts. That's pretty much the only thing I'm going to be able to do with it.
Hey, you might want to look up myantennas.com, the EFHW7510. That's a single fed wire, in-fed antenna. You might want to take a stab at that. It works all bands.
And how long is that antenna or the cable?
RV up in your backyard, you can put a vertical up in your backyard.
I can't put an RV in my backyard. I can barely put a barbecue in my backyard.
Well, I'm talking about an antenna. It's called a G5 RV. So it's a dipole antenna. It does 10 through 80 meters. If you can put one of them up in your backyard 5 feet off the ground, well, then you can put a vertical up in your backyard.
That's what I think I had. I just have nowhere to put it in my backyard. That's the thing.
Chad is very
Just put a trap vertical.
busy
Just put some
tonight.
radials in the ground.
I don't think the wifey would like that.
If you go to myantennas.com and look at the EFHW7510, that's an in-fed. That's one wire, no worries, no tuner, and it'll work all bands. I don't know if I lost connection or not. KO4 DTZ.
No, you didn't. I'm just looking at it on my computer right now.
If you look at my QRZ page, I don't know if it'll show you where I've talked at, but I talk all over the world on 90 watts, everywhere. Spain, Japan, everywhere. I mean, it works flawless. No tuner, no nothing. It's, you throw it up and hook it up and you talk.
That's 130 feet long. That's way too big for my yard.
Well, you can do it in the L-shaped configuration as well.
No, I don't have the space to do that, unfortunately. That looks nice and really cool, but there's zero chance it's going to work in my yard.
Greg, look up trap verticals. I knew a fellow when I lived in Kitchener. I can't remember his call sign, but he lived in a townhouse and he just had a little backyard. He put a trap vertical in his backyard with some radials, and he worked 122 countries with that trap vertical.
W8YXM.
Yeah, go ahead, John. B19.
Yeah, I recently put a ham stick on top of my Jeep, and I'm kind of impressed with that. You can also get a special mount that you can use to put on top of a short pole. You take two matching ham sticks. Actually, you take 2, 4, 6, 8, and well, if you make 8, you make well, it'd be 15 feet maximum from end to end. That's for the 75 meter. The others would be about 12 feet, I think, or 12 or 14 feet end to end. And you make like an old fashioned. There's a clothesline thing. It's like that. Spider beam is also about that same size. Those are all very, very compact antenna systems, and they work quite well in a small space.
Yeah, I know guys that put up a flagpole. Inside the flagpole was an antenna.
It's like we got to go another car chase.
Wild copper wire.
Don't know where it's at. It's live though in Los
around
Angeles.
A piece of PVC pipe. And they worked all bands.
Yep, that works too. Well, like I said, for if you got a really small backyard, my ham sticks, two of those, the longest one would have been 15 feet, and they make a dipole adapter for the ham sticks. You take two ham sticks and screw the same one in both sides, and it's your dipole. And they make a version of that same adapter that has 8 holes, and I don't know why they don't make a 10-hole one. Because the service pack is 5 dipoles or 5 ham sticks. Anyway, that's what I'm using on the Jeep, and it works rather well when the weather's nice. I live in an apartment, so I can't put up an antenna here. 73 WA at Waxaw.
We're tuning in also to a car chase here. I think it's actually in Long Beach. I could probably hear them on the scanner right now.
K6EGG, you might want to look up the Ultramax 100. Now that's a short piece of wire that you could work your HF bands on as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get one of those GR5Vs again. It seemed to do pretty good. That's going to be probably my best bet. I have the cable run. I'm going to work on getting my license before I start planning out what I'm going to do. I got a lot of work to do with getting that license, that's for sure.
Yeah, copy that. Do you live in the Nashville area or near or close to it?
Not a lick close. I'm in Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, copy that. Well, so much for that idea. I was going to say, if you can ever make it over here to where I'm at, I'll give you one. I've got one rolled up with real nice wire and everything. All you do is just hook it up and talk. So, okay.
Thank you very much for the offer. I really appreciate it there, KO4TTZ there.
Yep, all about the hobby, that's for sure. Well, before I got stepped on there, okay, yeah, let me back out of this thing. I was waiting for KO4, KONACC to come back in here, but I see it's been 20 minutes and he's not going to make it back in. KO4DTZ.
By the way, that truck that's carrying it's a bread truck. That bread is really good. We get that at work a lot.
Go ahead, NJ1M.
Yeah, thank you for that. I am mobile, by the way, but it's irrelevant. I was just saying, if you have that antenna and you're willing to work with it, ship it to the gentleman in California. Greg, for you in California, you should consider a possible mag loop antenna. At least something for like 6 or 10 meter to start, at least. They can be adjusted for 20 and 40, but they're not all that expensive anymore, and there are people that do make them reasonable for a couple $100 at most. Over.
Copy that, Eric. I appreciate it. I'll definitely write that down too. Really want to get my license before I start thinking about antenna. I do have a radio picked out already. I want to get the sidecar to my 9700, which is the 7300. Had a lot of good reports on it.
That would be a very nice setup indeed, matching his and hers, you know, or that's kind of like the cream of the crop right now. If you've got a 97 and a 73, then it's almost like royalty, you know. I almost wish, though, I'll be honest with you, I've talked to the engineers at Icom, And Icom's pretty lax. I don't know if anyone knows about it, but there used to be a radio called an Icom 9100. 160 through 6, 2 through 440, plus the 1.25 gigahertz band accessory that you could add on to it, as well as DStar. Well, now they have the 705 without the 23 centimeter. So why don't they add something like that to it? You know, make something like a 705 with the 23 centimeter. You know. Anyway, back to you, Greg.
Copy that. And I've been kind of hogging it up here, so I'm going to take a standby here. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm also live streaming on YouTube. If you type my callers into the YouTube search engine, I'll probably get another few more minutes and I'll be dropping out because I got to get up bright and early tomorrow at 4:45 a.m. Thanks for the help again, Eric.
Yeah, no problem. I only wanted to throw that out there, Greg, and to the other guy there as well. You know, don't neglect the 10-meter band. I know a lot of technician class hams that are on 10. They use the 10-meter sideband portion of it, and you know, North Carolina, there's one guy down there that has.
I don't think he's stopped.
One hell of a station, and he's really got quite a few contacts under his call sign there. 7-3, and they want Sierra clear. The 30 Charlie, I'm clear.
Copy that, Eric. Have a good evening.
Man, that's some good bread. They have Texas toast.
K6EGG, that guy's name that I was trying to get a hold of on here, is his name Samuel?
I don't remember catching his name. I do remember looking at his QRZ page a while back, but it was a couple call signs ago. But check them out on QRZ.
I make French toast with their Texas toast they have, and it's really smooth.
Okay,
it goes
just
down
make sure
good.
I got it right. KN4ACC, correct?
That's affirmative.
Looks like they're in Lakewood.
Thank you. 73's KO4 DTZ monitoring.
Hey, Greg, look up Butterduck Verticals. Just give you something to look at. They got several different models. And there's other brands other than Butterduck, too. But they give you an idea.
Copy that. Will do.
Sorry for putting in a car chase. I'm interested in car chases, airplanes, and NASA. So you're going to see rocket launches, you're going to see car chases, and you might... last night I was actually going to come on right after I got off. If I hadn't been on for 5 hours, I probably would have come on. There was airplanes missing approach into Ontario because they had 70...
Anything up in my backyard. Back home, I don't have a...
They had 70-mile-an-hour gust. We had a couple planes try 3 attempts before they diverted either to San Diego or LAX.
That's what I'll be putting up as a vertical.
Are most of the guys running horizontal, though?
So I think that would have been interesting to put up the live tracker on.
Yes, they...
like if you're horizontally
got my turkey gobbler here.
You're trying to talk to someone
70 mile an hour gust, yes. Sustained winds of 50 miles an hour.
Polarized. Your signal's not going to be as good each other. But it
was bad here last night.
You're still going to you're still going to be able to talk to them. You know, just if there's a lot of noise, then you might not hear it. But there's a lot of people that run vertical antennas.
I did not.
They work very well. I know a guy in Kitchener who worked in 122 countries with them.
Especially up the Cajon Pass.
I think it was a butternut.
But I did have lunch with a guy that flew on the SpaceX last year. He was in the space station for about 7 months. His name was Victor Glover. Is Victor Glover.
K6EGG.
Oh, boy.
9X.
N09X K6EGG here.
I don't recognize this call sign.
Yeah, I just wanted to catch you before you got off. One other option that you can look at is an inverted V.
Very dangerous.
With a coil-shortened leg on it. I just made one myself. It'll do 20 and 40 meters, and the entire antenna length is about, I think, 40 feet long. And then in an inverted V configuration, you only need about 30
He's a good
feet,
dude.
end to end. And I'm actually putting that dipole on the roof of my house. It'll fit corner to corner on the roof of my house with a center mast. And
He doesn't
that'll
use
get
his
you,
ham radio
at
license.
least
He's not
40
really
and 20,
interested in it, to be honest
and
with you,
can
from what he
build it
said.
yourself with a little bit of
They
wire
make them all
and,
get their license before they go up. He hasn't touched a ham radio.
A couple chunks of PVC to make the coils. There's plans of it online. I know Alpha Delta makes a fan dipole.
I asked him
with a
about that
coil
before
shortened
he went
80
up. I
meter,
said, "Can you
but
call
that
out
was a
for
little
me?"
bit long. I know you were
He just kind of giggled.
kind of short on space, but if you make up a coil shortened fan dipole inverted V, you can get away with putting that.
Yeah, they make all the
that
NASA
whole antenna on your roof
astronauts
in about,
to go on the station
30,
to learn
35 feet maybe.
fluent and read Russian and get their ham radio license.
Yeah, I just don't have the space for 30 feet in my backyard. I literally, when I had the junior 5RVG, whatever they call it, I stretched it across like diagonally and it barely made it. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. But it seemed to work. I made contacts on every continent but Antarctica. So I'm gonna try that and see how that works, and I'm gonna try a couple of these other things you guys mentioned. Vertical is probably out of the question, unfortunately, because I have nowhere to get it.
Yeah.
Copy that. I just wanted to throw another option your way. I heard you were getting
I appreciate
off,
it.
so, just wanted to get you that option, and best of luck. We'll look forward to hearing and seeing on YouTube what you get whenever you get your license upgraded and stuff. But that's all I had. I just wanted to get that out to you. K6EGG from N09X-73. I'll be on the side.
I appreciate that N09X. And what? Oh, actually, I could probably see it on. You're north of Milwaukee there. I just wondered what part of Wisconsin you're in there. I like Wisconsin a lot. I used to go there a lot for business, so they have good custard there and good ice cream, especially in Madison.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm in Sheboygan, about 40, 50 miles north of Milwaukee, and about 50 miles southeast of Green Bay, right on Lake Michigan. It's actually not a bad spot for radio if you only have a technician license. When propagation's good, I can talk to Lower Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois, all just on VHF and UHF. But I'm looking at putting up that inverted V myself, and I actually, as the other gentleman was suggesting, I've got the Hamstick Octopus 4-band antenna that I'll be putting up. That'll probably have to tide me over the winter. I don't think I'll get my dipole on top of the roof anymore this year, but I'm hoping to get that Hamstick Octopus put up so I can at least use HF over the winter. But you forgot cheese. We got and beer, cheese, custard, and bratwurst. So that's what we all got up here, and that's why we're all a little bit overweight. N09X, Claire.
Yeah, another thing. Check out Michael. Check out the. I heard Tim in there. Check out the. Why am I hear myself come back here? That's weird. That confused me, that echo. Check out the bio on Victor. He was an absolute stud in high school. He was in soccer. He trained with cross country because he was in soccer. He was like straight A student. He was really good wrestler too. I think he made All-State CIF and stuff. Oh, getting called here.
This is Greg, K6EGG. Go ahead, VA3BUF.
Hey, Greg, Don here. Yeah, that MFJ that he's talking about, the octopus, I run one in the backyard. It's one of my other antennas. You get 4 bands on it. I think it's MFJ.
And he worked at 7-Eleven on Walnut and Euclid when he was doing all that in Ontario.
Stand on a pole, about 15 feet up in the air, and I got
Flew F-18s in the Navy after he graduated college.
3 guy wires, and yeah, I've got Antarctica, New Caledonia, Australia, 15 feet in the air, running off the 7300. And Tom was talking about the trap dipoles. There's the 5 BTV and the 6 BTV, and Hustler makes those, but you got to run radials with them.
Copy that. Yeah, I don't know if the wifey would like radios or another antenna up. The wired stuff I can kind of hide. So I don't know how I'm going to go. But having another antenna up is pretty much a no-no. Kind of what me and my wife agreed upon. We live in a nice track home. At least I like it. And she didn't want to have, quote-unquote, the ugly antennas everywhere. Because I want to put up a beam 2-meter antenna as well as a big HF beam, but that's just not going to happen here. But thank you. I really want to do it, but just don't have the capability of putting up another antenna, at least a vertical, at least in my situation right now.
Michael, I didn't know you're a NASA guy. I'm glad to hear that.
The nice thing about that MFJ 2004 is you can put it up in 15 minutes and take it down in 15 minutes, and you can choose whatever bands you want to put on it. It just uses matching ham sticks. So 2 ham sticks per band. And like I said, I just got mine in an umbrella stand, and got a guide on about 15 foot of
Chris
pipe,
Farley.
And, it does a good job. So MFJ 2004 is what I think it is. Okay, I'll let you get back to it. Nice talking to you. First time tuning in and doing a good job. VA3BUF 73.
Copy that. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you can. I appreciate it. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, he hates doing interviews, and he's really, really kind of shy too. He didn't talk much in school. He was a front of bus type of guy on the meets and stuff. So he kind of kept to himself. He's still that way. He's a real big family dude. He has like 4 or 5 daughters. I think 4 daughters. They live out in Texas, but he doesn't like the interview stuff.
K6EGG TJ7GDN.
Bellevue, Washington. Bellevue, Washington. Go ahead.
This is Greg, K6EGG for KJ7GDB. I hope I said that right.
Close, Kilo Juliet 7 Golf Delta November. This is Brad. Hey, Greg. Only been watching for a little bit, but didn't hear if you had explored attic space. I have a Alpha Delta DX-EE in my attic. Works reasonably well. It's one of the trap dipoles like everyone's been talking about. It handles a lot of different bands, let's see, 40, 20, 15, and 10. And as long as you don't have too much metal up there, or some of those aluminum barrier roofs or metal roofs, I'm kind of in your situation. I'm probably a little worse actually. I'm in a townhome wedged between 2 other residences. So technically we're not supposed to be up in the attic, but what the heck, I'm a ham. So I'm going to put an antenna wherever I can get one. I just drilled down through the studs between a couple of, in the header, fished a wire down, and hey, there it is. Popped open a cable jack that I wasn't using, pulled the wire through, and there you go. Just hooked it up that way. So I don't know if attics are a possibility for you, but we'll crawl around. You might be able to solve your issue. K6EGG KJ7GDN.
Brad, I did look into that. First, I want to make sure I say your call letters right. KJ7GDN. I almost nailed it. Sorry. I did look into that. I don't have a lot of crawl space to get in there. And where the space is, it's right next to all my, not plumbing, but what do they call that? Ventilation ducts. And it's all metal siding, and I have solar panels on my house. I don't know if that will interfere with that much at all. So I don't think I'm going to be getting in there. There's not a lot of space to get around. I was up there once and almost fell through the ceiling just because I couldn't move around. I tried to put some boards up there, but it kind of made it worse. Just there's only 2.5 feet, and then they have cross beams and stuff. It's just very, very low, short ceiling space. I have high ceilings, which is part of the reason why I have short ceiling space. So I'm going to give her a try, though, maybe. I'm going to look up there again and see maybe I can get something in there.
K6EGG KJ7GDN. Yeah, mine's not very easy to get into either. Sounds like mine might be a little easier than yours, but, to some degree it depends on how desperate you are. If you got some solar panels up there or whatever, just try to keep your wires away from those as far as you can and keep it away from other things. But mine's a long ways from perfect. I got a lot of duct work and other things up there, but I still get out. I don't get a ton of voice traffic. I spend a lot of time on FT8. Unfortunately, my home QTH is wedged between a couple of tall hills. I'm kind of down in a valley, so there's nothing that's gonna, the best antenna situation wouldn't work that well for me. But I get out a little bit. Anyway, something to think about. K6EGG KJ7GDN. And yeah, you got the call sign right the last time there.
I've been trying hard to get all these call signs right. I'm so bad with it. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. I lived in a condo for about 10 years, and I did get creative. I had an antenna in my attic, and I actually found a space on the roof of my house where I can hide. I had a aircraft band scanner antenna, which I also used to transmit through my HT, my VX5. And no one actually found that. It's still up there right now. I drive by my old condo every now and again. It's kind of wedged. You can't really see it from the street directly because you're real too close. You're too close. It's kind of behind my house, and there's a tree blocking it, so nobody else can see it behind. So, but I got kind of lucky. I'm surprised it's still up there after it's been 21 years. It's been up there. But thanks again for the info. I appreciate it. I'm sorry you have to deal with the HOAs, and it was a pain in the butt for me. But at least with DStar, you're able to make long-distance contacts now. I know back in the day when I lived in the condo, I couldn't. So this would be great if I lived in the condo now. I could still, make the distance contacts.
Yeah, K6.
My back is killing me tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be creative. Honestly, what I do for
thank you all for all the new viewers tonight. I appreciate it, Nicole.
Parts on the air, but it sounds like someone else is trying to come in. They keep stepping on you. So why don't you call out for them and see if you can get them in.
It's a busy night here.
Copy that. Have a good one, buddy. Have fun up. You live in Bellevue, I'm assuming, because I saw your QRZ page. Great town up there. Have a good night. This is great. K6EGG.
Nick? I was going to say something. I forgot. I'm spacing out. It's been a long day. Wasn't really planning on coming on tonight. I was thinking of just coming on for a minute, and now it's been an hour and a half. So It's going to be a long morning.
Sure, so yeah, I'm up
Working
on,
with two brand new
Route,
people, so
excuse me. Hey, there's another station that keeps trying to come in. Why don't you come in now?
I didn't hear anybody else. I don't see anybody else on my dashboard. I think I'm going to be calling it here soon. So, thanks everybody new that was watching tonight. I appreciate it. And looks like we got a couple new subscribers today. Really appreciate it. Anybody new right now? I come on about 2 or 3 days a week, depending on my work and personal schedule. Next week, I'll probably be on maybe tomorrow night, maybe Saturday night, and probably Monday night. Definitely not Sunday night. I got to work. She always wonders where I am. She's used to me being gone for 3 weeks at a time. You good? She's let me know she's getting ready to sleep. So that's my cue to go jump in the shower here. So anyways, I appreciate you guys all watching tonight and all the new subscribers. And if you are new and haven't, please do. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers over the next next 5 weeks now. Then I'm going to work on 1,000 after that. And once I hit 1,000, I can live stream from my cell phone and do it mobile. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it. And good morning over there. Actually, it's afternoon over there. It's Friday, so I hope Friday's good for you there. I hope Friday tomorrow for me is good for me. Got kind of like I said, a long morning. I got 2 new people that I'm going to be, actually technically 3 new people I'm working with. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. They probably have that on the general test. Hey, dude. Tim, good luck. N6 PUD taking his test Saturday. I was thinking tomorrow Saturday. I'm confused on my days here. Local from 73 and 88s. You could say 88s if you're a girl. Yeah, we might be talking to a new general on Saturday. A general, what do they call it? The call sign and then the E after or whatever. I can't remember. We'll see here. So, alrighty. I'm going to call her a night, everybody. Let me say real quick good night online.
Everybody have a good night. This is Greg, K6EGG 73rd. To everybody listening on Reflector 30, and hope to talk to you maybe tomorrow night. Take care. This is Greg, K6EGG.
SG. Is it SG or SE?
Have a good night, Greg. K6EGG.
The Lurker.
3 EPA Mobile, New Mexico.
The Lurker. Let's see where he is. AG. That's what it was. AG. Okay. I knew it was an SG. It was AG. So hopefully you see that next to your name soon after. I never heard you double. Sorry, man. E is extra? Okay. It's good to know. I won't see that next to my name anytime soon. All right, Brad. Have a good night. Colin, Tim, Dana, Michael, John. Who else is in here? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Colin, you didn't do a lot of talking in the chat tonight. Eddie? You guys all have a good evening, everybody. This is Greg, K6EGG. Gonna sign off for now. Gotta do it through this camera, of course. That's the only way I can get to black for some reason now. So anyways, have a good evening. I'll hope to talk to you tomorrow. It depends how I feel. It's gonna be a long morning. Gotta get up early and deal with all kinds of good stuff at work. So take care. Have a good one. I wish I was laying in bed. I will be in about 30 minutes though. Have a good night, everybody.